Now, I see this wonderful puppet behind you on a bike.
Oh yeah.
Is that a marionette?
I think like some people say that any kind of puppet I make has a marionette in it.
Aha.
But this is we have about five of these dart frogs, and I'll bring it over.
Yeah.
And this is one of them. It's a little kind of a rod puppet,
Oh, I see. Okay.
and here's some shrimp.
Oh,
Aren't those cute? I'll bring those over. But this guy, so we have a number of these frogs. We do a lot of times we pick animals to do that we want to, that are endangered, and we just want people to talk about them, really. So,
yeah, yeah.
wait a sec.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
He just ride. Now, this guy rides around the Earth. That's his
Oh,
thing.
that's the
There's the
show over
Earth
there.
over there.
Aha.
Do you want to go over to? Oh, let me show you this guy. Amber sculpted those. Amber sculpted these guys. But look at
Mm,
this cute little action.
that beautiful.
Isn't that sweet? So I made the control, and Amber. These were the three blind shrimp after the big oil spill in the Gulf. One of the big ones. Amber made these three blind shrimp. So these are their little canes.
Uh-huh. Oh, oh, is that oh. Gorgeous.
Isn't that sweet?
So
Amber's
I mean, you
excellent.
do things for the Field Museum and you've also done ecological. Uh,
Yeah, these two guys right here. These are two Archaeopteryx,
mm.
and I can get one out. And she's all grown up now. But we were both really interested in dinosaurs, and that's how I started to build them. So when I moved here, I immediately went to the Field Museum and I said, "Hey, you like dinosaurs? I like dinosaurs. We should be friends." Of course, it was more than that, but so I built these for these guys just last year about this time, so they're not very old.
Mm.
And he's a little bit tangled. Uh,
But you've had a lot of experience
these
building
are
birds, haven't you? This the bird thing is really great.
I like to build creatures. I like to build creatures, so I made two of them. My favorite. I'm not that into building humans.
Yeah.
This guy, he's gonna be probably the canoe. Uh, I mean, I just made a lot of them. I made one T Rex, and then after that, this is Arthur. After that, everyone sort of like when I did these roaming puppet things,
Mm.
everyone was sort of like fight over who would get the T Rex. So I built a bunch more so they wouldn't, so everybody could have a T Rex, And this guy scuba dives, and
Oh man, that's great.
he also rides his this. Here's a really beautiful one that Amber pretty much made. This is our bat.
Wow. What's the fabric? Is that some sort of, it's a stretch fabric, yeah?
Yeah, this is a lycra,
Hmm. Great.
like, and then yes, he's paper mache,
Hmm.
and he's a real cutie. Hi, hi, Mimi.
Now, the jaw is a cable control, is that what that?
Yeah, it's just this kind of a like a rod puppet.
Hmm.
Mimi,
Hmm.
hello.
Beautiful.
He's just a real cutie.
Mm.
Um, I wanted to show you the we have a lot of insects. Here's this guy. He's just
Oh,
a
I saw
regular,
him in the background there. When did you build him?
I think I started to make like his shoes, like pretty much like right after I left Bennington. Like I started to build puppets right away because I needed some
Mm.
from me. So this guy, I started him, but I didn't finish him for a really long time. And he actually used to be a boxer, and then the symphony orchestra called me like a couple years ago, and they were like, "Oh, this other puppet company we were going to work with, something happened, and they couldn't fulfill their commitment. So, would you be interested? We're doing Petrushka, and I had done Petrushka with Bennington, and so I knew it very, very well. So I took this guy who used to be a boxer, and I really quickly made this costume. You can see that there's some like red dye because he had red shorts on, and he also has a couple tattoos underneath his shirt. And then you can see it was kind of cool. Like he has like, like human hair, like he's like just like a human face painted clown. It's not like all like a puppet cartoon clown. It like used to be like there's a person in there.
Mm.
So I just made this. Um, I usually don't negative sculpt. I do everything positive
Mhm.
sculpture. Uh, but these ones are negative, you know. It's these little Nike sneakers on.
Mhm.
And then so I did Petrushka, and then we do shows for the park here. I thought he should be in one of our shows, Jabberwocky shows. So we did a show called The Puppet, where we have this kind of magician, kind of taken like Petrushka, but not with all the racism. Um, and we just did like a magician who makes a puppet who has his own ideas about what they want to do.
Mhm.
So,
Mm.
um, so we did that, and it was really fun. And there was like, as soon as the magician leaves, we had this one scene called Too Many Spiders, where all these spiders come out. But we just like, and then here's some actual insects, a lot of insects. Um, I feel like I'm not sure the band. This is our bee.
Oh, 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 how beautiful.
This bee is really cool because right in the middle there's a rod, and there's a little rod in here, so you can kind of drive it around, and you can kind of defy gravity with it. But it's still a marionette, and that's why like the strings get kind of. It's like, and
What are
then
the eyes made of? What are the eyes of?
the eyes are glass beads, glass, drops,
Mm.
and it's just like the one that I used, I guess.
Mm.
But there's a little bit of realism to them, a tiny bit, like out of respect to the creature. But so then this is a lightning bug.
Mm. Does it light?
Yeah, yeah. T-Rex lights up too, even though it's just a fossil. Let me see, how do you turn it on? It's right in here. So you can't see it
Because
because
it's too light, but
too
there's
light.
a battery powered
Yeah,
lamp in there.
I can take the batteries out and put it. But yeah, this is like a little lantern in here.
Mhm. Wow.
And then so that's a pretty good one. That one's kind of new. This one's sort of old. This one really works well. This one probably could take a little more work. This is our ant, and it's a real favorite. Everyone loves this ant.
Oh, yeah, I can see why.
And I mean, I was building some puppets, and I just saw these three balls, and I was like, wow, it looks like an ant. And so I just made it. And like the antenna are from like little kid toys. I
Mhm.
don't know. I just like found these, and those are our marbles in its eyes, like big full marbles. So the head's like a little too heavy. Here's another frog.
Oh, beautiful.
There's another frog. This frog plays the bongo drums.
Now, you're doing these in the park, so you don't have any other um
Oh, well, no, we do indoor shows with
oh,
lighting. It's just that one of our big, bookings that we do is for the Chicago Park District. And so we build shows and they are outside, which really helped during COVID. So this guy, he plays these bongo drums. Um,
you performed outside during COVID. That was great.
we also performed outside in the winter, in the winter, and it was really fun. I mean, you got to be careful. Our backstage was inside a building, and that really worked out. We weren't just out in a field somewhere. There's the drummer frog, and then there's two guitarists, a bass player and a lead guitarist.
Wow.
But it really worked out really beautifully performing outside. It was kind of like if you go sledding or skiing, you just dress really warm. Our set is not, I mean, the Bennington set, which we're all talking about, that was a 2 hour setup. I mean, we could set up in an hour, but a half hour was just to load in. And because that always is tricky, you had to say hi. And the other half hour was hopefully to get dressed and ready for the show once you've set it all up.
Mm.
Um, so but I still give myself 2 hours before a public show, even for my set, and I really bring a lot of stuff. I mean, when I do a show, I will bring 30 different puppets, and because I have so many puppets, it'll be high quality, deep, like it'll be on for a second, but that one, like when that bee goes by, come on, it's
Yeah.
so cool. So
I just love, can I just say, I'm so enjoying your joy. I feel your joy talking about these things because it
uh,
is
you should
so,
come out.
I
It's
should.
Chicago.
Um,
Here's
it's
Arthur.
lovely.
I was
And
trying to show him to you.
which is from what show is this from?
This was a show I did. I built puppets for the theater companies here in Chicago. Um, this was for a show. Um, I can't recall the name right now. Hope no one sees this. That was sorry,
But it was for another
David.
puppet company. It was another puppet
I
company.
know it was just a not just a theater company. They were doing a show. It was a futuristic show. It was complex. It was a drama, and this was a little helper bot.
Ah,
And so I wasn't performing in this show either. It was all another person, Ariel, and this puppet won an award
oh,
that year. They're called the Jeff Awards here, and I can show you the award. So this puppet went, and we put it in a show. We I then created a science fiction show where this puppet is in a cargo bay of a ship, and it's cleaning, and everything is pretty dirty. I mean, there's like some crates and there's an aquarium and everything it cleans and the stuff it's cleaning is so cool. It's like these blankets of, algae. And as you clean them, you sort of pull the blanket off and it looks like the thing is getting cleaner. I mean, that's how I can describe the effect. And they're made with these like patches on it that look like algae and things.
mm,
Um, and then there's aliens in everything. And it comes to this box and starts to take the box apart. It's actually cargo. And there's
wow.
a really huge alien in it. So and that, I mean, that's basically the show.
Now, do you have a repertoire of shows that you pull out? I mean, can you revive shows or do you keep them, consistently in your rep? What do you do with them? Oh,
Yeah, it's color changing. I could change the colors. Now they're just changing on their own now. So we usually have we have seasonal shows. Kind of the way we do it is we have seasonal shows now. Like we have a Halloween show that's hilarious. Um, has little Halloween bits, but we have like Grim and his little dog Gurr. He's a really cute dog. And then we do a shadow puppet Day of the Dead thing in there. Uh, and it's just really fun. Uh, in the winter, we have a winter show, but this year we didn't do that many shows in the winter. So when we were at and then when we did our show last weekend, it was roaming puppets. So we didn't have to do our winter show this year. And then we're it's requested, and we build a new show every summer. And
whoa.
when I say build, a lot, like I said, a lot of times I will use something I built during the winter for different, like say this guy, once the show was done, I was like, sometimes it takes about a year to put them into a show. But then I put them in. Like, oh my God, I have this giant rooster right now. Yeah, it's really cool. So I was Giant Rooster. I was in a show. I was in the show performing also, a science fiction show with. I haven't. I mean, even though I did a science fiction show with him, or them, or her, I'm not sure. Uh, I didn't. I haven't used these alien puppets. It was in a show. It was so great to do. It was so these were all for theater companies. And
Mhm.
even right now, I was at a reading last night. So I was a little tired today, but I'm totally up now. But it's for a new show, and the company is called Hell in a Handbag. And I've been working with them for about 20 years.
Wow.
I did Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds with them, I think twice or three times. So I did all the bird effects, and I was able to perform them too.
Excellent.
Yeah, so that was great. And they put puppets in their show all the time. But I was with the company, a Red Orchid, doing a really cool, like three-dimensional shadow puppet that was like 6 feet tall. And it was kind of spooky and scary, but with a puppet, when it looked you in the eye, was like very calm and peaceful and gentle, you
Mm.
know? But if you saw it, you'd be like, is this thing evil? What is it? But but if you really looked, it wasn't at all. It wasn't anything.
Mhm.
It was a shadow.
Oh, wow.
It was something that you see and recognize, but it's not really in reality. It's kind of in between reality and
Shadow.
fantasy. Yeah, dreams, fantasy, something like that. And I have them in the back room.
Mm.
And I
You
made
know,
two of them.
we're at almost an hour into this conversation, and I have to go back on the reference desk.
Okay. Well, we all gave ourselves an hour, everybody. So,
But
um,
we need to do this again, don't we?
yeah, that'd be great. Yeah. I can try to look for more Bennington photos.
Well, if you
Um,
want to, I mean, you know what I'll do is I'll put this on YouTube as unlisted and unedited, okay?
hmm?
And I may have to break it up into segments because we have a free YouTube channel and it only takes so much space.
Anyway, yeah, space.
But then and we can do it again or maybe another topic. I mean, the way you
Yeah.
build, I think, is fabulous.
Thanks.
And all the variety is just so great. So we got to,
Yeah, if you like from talking together, if there's certain things that you're like, oh, this is interesting, then I can sort of try to set that up
yeah,
before you
yeah.
come. And wherever I'm at, like I might be in the middle of a build next time that we talk, and
Right,
it'll
because
not be here.
you're
Um,
the next project. What is the next project you're doing?
well, I'm going to be building my summer show,
Mhm.
which I have to do a photo shoot for. It's called Puppet Vacation, and we'll be doing that at the parks because we got the gig, and we're doing outdoor shows in probably in July. What I'm possibly might be building is a giant snake for the Lincoln Park Zoo, and I'm in negotiation with that. And then the show that I'm working on called Scary Town. But you're familiar with Richard Scarry, right? So it's Scary Town. Okay, so it's
Ah,
Richard Scarry, and but it's a real story though inside of it. So I'll be putting together those puppets coming up, and a lot of them are going to be based on puppets that I already have. So I'll be changing them, but I have to go over that.
and the
And
big rooster, is the big rooster going to be in the summer show?
yeah, yeah. And also, we're performing at the Kukla Fest, which is taking place in Michigan, Douglas, Michigan. We're going to be there May 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and we're going to be bringing the big rooster. That rooster's like 6 feet tall. I mean, it's just in the other room. I just had it out on Saturday. It is beautiful. But like that, I can get the big rooster out for you.
Yeah.
And like, it's a really that rooster is that was nominated, but didn't win. Yeah,
So, do you have somebody who could take videos of, or do you regularly take videos of your work?
I used to, but then I stopped a little bit, and then I was like somebody requested. But just recently, I think I have a little bit of a video of the rooster because friends take video and then they share with us. A
Hmm.
lot of times it does have to be the audience or public. Like right now on Jabberwocky Puppets on Instagram, because we're at Northerly Island, there's a video that shows T Rex, just a second of it, but it's in a montage of what was happening that day. They have huskies and they have ice sculpting, and you're
Yeah.
from New England, so it was a beautiful. It had just been like 7 degrees all week, and it got up into the 30s, and so everybody was like, "Yeah, warm out," So everyone was out, and it was like a huge response, wonderful, huge response, and so it was really fun.
I
Um,
just think, I'm going to stop the recording, and
okay.
but I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, because it's so engaging. I hope we got all the good stuff that we can for this. I think
I
we
hope
did.
so too. Every once in a while, we just remember that we have an audience that doesn't know what we're talking about, maybe, but who cares?
Well,
Uh,
I think there are people who are interested who wouldn't know what we're talking about, who want to learn, right?
yes,
So,
yeah.
okay, I'm
And
stopping.
okay. This from this show with Broken Nose Theater, and it doesn't say. Oh yeah, it says after the blast. I'm reading it backwards, and so you can see that was in I think 2020.
Oh no, I did it the wrong way.